everyone.
Hi, Star family. How are we doing? How are we doing? No, it's how are we doing?
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
How are we doing? How are we doing?
We'll work on it. We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Hi, Star family.
How are we doing, Star family? Let me make sure my notes are here. My God, today.
Child, it was a good episode.
It was. I got to turn. Oh, it's time for us to get our new phones. It's September. Oh, they haven't released them yet, have they? Have Apple released their new phones? Because it's time.
They're a scam.
Okay. All right, Mom. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Thank you for being
Vicky.
here.
Hey.
What's up, Enrico? How are you? Hold on. Let me turn up.
And
there we go. Turn yours up, Mom. Can you?
How?
You didn't even try, woman. Let me see.
No, these are expensive lights, and I don't want to.
You don't want to get it and not with me. You don't want to get it and not with me.
Of course, I don't want to have to be replaced. So,
hey, Shed Pearl.
hi, my love.
Hey, from London Town, Flowers of Love. Thank you for being here.
Hi, my love.
Oh, Tim Norman. Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
Tim Norman, the Sweetie Pie son, the one that killed his nephew.
Mm-hmm.
The trial is happening right now. Just sick.
I can't.
Just sick.
I can't.
I refuse to even watch. Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly said, hey, Nikki. Hey, Mama Star.
Hi, my
love. Kimberly said, I love my new channel. Yes, I think of it as mine. Thank you. You're so welcome.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you for staying on top of me, Kimberly. Hey, Missy. Missy said, hey, Nikki. Hey, Mama Star. Hey,
hi,
Star
Missy.
fam.
Hi, my love.
Hope you all are well. Mama Star, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yes. This was, and I hate that it was the last one before the reunion.
Yes, this was a very good episode. I enjoyed the whole thing. Lots to talk about.
Lots to talk about. Hey, Dwayne.
Hey.
How are you? Hey, Shonda.
Hey, Shonda. How are you, my love?
Thank you all for being here. Thank you all also for adjusting the time. I know this is supposed to be, at 12? But to be quite honest with you, I was not feeling well and I didn't want to cancel. So I decided to push it back to see if I would feel better later on. And I actually have. It's football season.
My new cup.
It's football. Oh, wait. Mom, I think you got to take that off.
Really?
Yes, Mama.
Okay. My new cup. Guess who bought it?
She's such a football mom. I feel so bad that she got all girls. I feel so bad that she got all girls. She is a football mom. Almost off. Yeah, you got to take this off.
But
she loves it. She uses it all the time.
I love the cup. I love football season. Actually, I go from football to basketball.
You love sports, but football is that girl for her. Football is that girl.
I just came off of tennis and baseball. Well, I'm still on baseball, but
all year round for her on baseball. She goes from the adults to the children and then back.
No.
Anyway, I got this for her, Tracy, because she kept on using my cup that you got me. So I got this for her so she can leave it home.
I thought you were just doing a nice gesture.
I was, but it was also, there was a reasoning. Hey, Nicole. Nicole said, hey, y'all, I'm glad I remember this live because YouTube did not send the notification request. They keep on playing me. Oh, my goodness. But thank you for being here, D.
Thank you, my love.
Hey, Marvina. Thank you for being here.
Hi, my love.
Hey, Shonda. Shonda was plugging Mama Star's book. Thank you so much, Shonda. Hey, Miss Gigi88. Miss Gigi88 said, Nikki and Mama Star, I'm on a meeting, but pop my headphones in. Thank you. I'll just listen for my name. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here.
Gigi.
Mom, some people said, who's your team?
Okay. What? Basketball or football?
Let's go with football.
Okay, I'll say the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm a Philadelphia Eagle girl. I bleed green, period. No matter how they go.
Eagles fly. And
I love college.
Said that she's a college. Yeah.
I love college.
She loves it. Thank you, Tia Bia. Thank you. Your mama hasn't gotten into soccer. I can't believe you have.
Yeah.
You know, I think you will love rugby, but you haven't gotten into that.
I see them playing sometimes at my job. They used to play when I worked.
You still work at all.
When I worked.
Hey, Serena, how are you?
Hi, my love.
Hey, Tony. Oh, Miss Gigi, happy birthday to ya.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Miss Gigi.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Miss Gigi. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Gigi.
Okay.
You get it, Miss Gigi. Happy birthday, my love.
Happy birthday, sis. Happy birthday. Oh, we got a Patriots fan up in the building.
Yeah.
Mom, no.
Tom Brady is not there no more. What are you guys going to do? Go to the Buccaneers.
Nicole said Ohio State all the way in Cleveland, born and bred. I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, piece of Kai, thank you. Said, oh my, OMG, y'all are gorgeous. The skin for me. Purr. Thank you. We can't shed. We cannot stop. We cannot stop. It's a classic. Anyway, what's up, JV? How are you? Anyway, let's get into this episode.
Okay.
It was for me not the best episode of the season, but it was the most fun. I had a good time, and I really if she was on
Hi,
on
my
live,
love. I'm on live. Aren't you watching?
Oh, let me watch. Sorry,
Bye. I had the most fun, and it just felt wholesome and warm. And I wish we kind of would have started here, and I wish we would have had more episodes like this throughout the season, but you know, drama sells. But I really enjoyed this final episode. How did you feel, Mom?
I enjoyed this episode. I really, really did. I have a lot to say concerning this episode, but I really liked it. Like, they took time with the content this time, and they got the story. You know what I mean? It wasn't fillers or anything. It's story after story after story, and I enjoyed it.
I also agree with you, and I want to hold on. I want to get into what you said, that you really enjoyed the story, because that's what I felt was really strong this episode. I felt like they really focused on, I guess because we were wrapping it up, I really felt like we got a full circle for all of the ladies. And that's really good, because a lot of times these shows leave us with, like, you know, nothing. And then they try to wrap it up in that little, you know, in that little still shot. They try to wrap it up in like 3 sentences. But I felt like this episode, they really wrapped up the ladies' stories. Yes. Yes. They really wrapped up the ladies' stories. And I just enjoyed it. I really, really did. And I was just like, man, I wish we kind of would have started here, because now I'm going to miss watching them on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going to miss them too.
Potomac's
However,
back.
Potomac is back, and guess what? They're coming back with guns blazing. Pow, 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 pow. In my Sonya's voice.
So,
but what I will say is this: I did not like the introduction to the reunion.
Yeah.
However, I'll still be here for it.
Yeah, I will say that. It was just like this episode.
It's such a nice episode ending, and then shots is fired.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say that was a little bit of a turn off. I was kind of disappointed, but that's what the reunion is.
That's what the reunion
you rehash
is about.
old stuff, and then at the end you give a toast and you're all buddies again. So anyway, let's get into this episode. Let's start off with Ross. I will not, because when I was doing my quicker videos, there were a lot of people who are not Team Ross. I will not let y'all cancel him. I think that he is a great husband, a superb husband on this show. I love the way he loves his wife. I love the way he protects his family. Yes. I do think that, you know, he got out of line with Kenya. I don't think so.
Candy told y'all what was going on.
I get that, but I do think that it was still unnecessary. If he was tired, he should have took a nap. Okay.
Oh.
I do think that it was unnecessary, but I love this couple. I feel like this show needs Black love. This show needs a couple, a Black couple that loves each other and
really
will ride out for each other, and that are not messy, but are just a great representation of healthy Black relationships.
I like that.
And also healthy Black relationships across the diaspora. I love them. I love Ross. I love how he balances out his wife. I love how he listens to her. I love how he cares for her. I love how he cared for Marlo's nephews this episode.
Oh,
right?
don't you go there.
It was
trying
so
to get tears.
Beautiful.
You're
loved
for
that.
tears.
And it wasn't like it wasn't laborious for him. Yeah. He wanted to do it. He was just so great with those boys, and he's so great with Sanya. That's my dude. Yes. That's my dude.
Those and the boys really appreciated that. That's what they need. They need someone in their life that really care for them. That's a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he took them out and he, they did a little bit of work and then they came in and, sat down and watched some television. I don't know if they were playing videos or just watching a movie or something. But I like that dynamic. I like that dynamic as a Black man stepping in to help young Black boys because, when you don't have that kind of balance in the lives for our young boys and our young girls, it's unbalanced. And then we start listening to the streets. Yeah. So that for me, that was a tearjerker for me.
Yeah, I loved it. Really
was.
I really
appreciate Ross. I told y'all about Ross in the beginning.
You did.
But I told you he was a very nice
I'll also
guy.
say this. Another thing that I liked. I know we all disagreed about where Sanya was at with if she wanted to have another child, and she was more leaning on the fact that she did not want to have another child.
How do I look?
Mom. Yeah. I liked how in this episode, we got a clip of Ross saying, listen, I married you, right? I'm here for you. I'm here. I want to be with you through the trenches. And if you are not ready to have a child or if you don't want to have a kid, I'd rather have you than not have you. So
y'all trying to just go to my
so
heart.
He's like, I'm okay with not having a kid. You're my wife. I want to be with you. And if this is your decision, I'm going to ride.
And I'm glad that we started listening to one another and stop trying to win an argument. That was an epic moment. He said, instead of trying to win an argument, when we decided to listen to one another. Oh,
I loved it. I loved it. Sanya, if you guys are continue to stay on this show and there are some cracks that you are starting to see, get off. I'd rather y'all get off and savor and salvage what y'all have than stay on this and allow this show to ruin the beauty that is this relationship. And but because wait, hold on. Because Ross I won't say gave in, but because he listened to his wife and he honored her decision, she was then able to feel safe enough to then move into the next chapter. Say,
I will get Dr. Jackie. That's my friend.
Take out my IUD.
To take out my IUD.
And now they're working on another little role. I love that. I love this couple.
They're going to have a daughter. And next season, she's probably going to be pregnant, guys.
Probably. I love them. What are your thoughts?
Again, I can't say enough about Ross. You know what I mean? I think he's a great stand-up guy. We always want to show how distasteful our Black men are, but I'm glad that we're showing a side of our Black men because we have some good Black men. Black people are good people, period. Listen. Talk to me, ask somebody, I'll tell you. But I just love that they're depicting that because we're not really shown in that light sometimes on
especially
television.
On shows like this.
Exactly. Because they got tired of him arguing and fighting and wrestling down a woman, taking her down and all that. And I don't like that.
Even at the reunion, he getting into it.
Oh, yes.
Like, Todd, enough. Leave the women alone.
Listen, him and Marlo is going to get into a boxing ring.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
Because
he will take her down, and I don't like how we look like that.
Yeah.
No, he should be.
I don't like the messy husbands. I don't like
the messy Black men. I don't like, but listen, he's a producer. Remember that.
True.
And
that's really good.
A producer.
That's really good.
He knows what this show wants
and needs.
And he gives it to them every time.
True.
So
he said, if the housewives not gonna step in, I will.
Yeah, so
I'll mix it up.
he's a
I'll stir the
producer.
pot.
So we got to look at that two-sided.
True.
You know what I mean? He's trying to get this show. He wants the show to continue. He's
Yeah.
still getting a bag.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bigger bag by being on this side of the camera.
Yeah.
So he's a producer. So he's gonna tick off Marlo and take Marlo down, and Marlo don't go down.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't like it. But you know, get your money.
Welcome to TV.
Yeah.
Busy, thank you so much, my love, for the super
Hi,
chat.
my love.
Busy said, come through family. Miss and love you, Nikki. Miss and love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you, my love.
Yeah, that's the machine that I was accused of removing.
But you know what? I will say,
Apologize.
no, Mom, because when I asked you if you moved
Apologize.
suddenly the next day it reappeared.
Oh, no, it didn't. I found it on the counter.
Because you had it.
No,
you moved it.
No, oh, please, don't believe the lies.
Child,
The
let's
streets are
move on.
The streets are talking.
Let's move on. Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore hair care. So proud of her.
Very proud.
5,000 stores. Her hair care products
It's
are
in
5,000
CVS, and y'all know we go
stores.
in that CVS and get everything.
Like, that's huge.
I'm proud of her.
That is
I am
huge.
proud of her.
So proud of her.
Yes.
I like, seriously.
That's
out
why
of
that
all the
man
mess-
tried to hold on because he wanted that money.
Well,
And I'm glad she got rid of him before that.
Oh, wait, are they divorced yet?
He can't get none of that
Why not?
because it's already been filing for divorce. Anything.
But she had that when she got with him.
No. She didn't have this deal.
Oh, you're right.
She didn't have this deal. Anything, if it was May the 1st,
Mm-hmm.
when she signed on the dotted line, he's arguing for
everything
January,
before that.
February, March, April, everything from April on.
Okay.
April, the last day of April on. But anything that she's gotten after that, he can't.
Oh,
He can't. But
okay.
you know, I don't like that either. That he's so busy. He only want to talk to the child now. He just.
But we're not going to make her moment about him.
Okay, you're right.
Because we're proud of her.
Very
We are
happy,
really,
for her.
really
Very
proud
happy
of
for
her. I love the scene.
And happy for her and my little book of beer.
Yes, and I love the
Oh.
scene of everybody coming together and supporting her.
Everybody.
Who wasn't there?
Marlo wasn't there.
Well, it doesn't make
And
sense for her.
Sheree wasn't there.
Well, Sheree was going through
Okay.
with that fashion. So I think, you know, everybody but Marlo would have showed up. Like, it didn't make sense.
Marlo would have came.
Yeah,
She
but
was
it would not have
invited.
made sense for her to come to that moment. Like, this is her business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't have invited Marlo either. They're cordial, but they're not cool. So yeah, I get it. But very proud of her. I think that's just a huge accomplishment. You know, 5,000 CVS stores. What's
Mhm.
next? Target. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably on the
Mhm.
horizon for her. So that is huge.
Very
that she was
happy
able to
for
do
her.
that. That she was able
Very
to
happy
do
for her.
that. Let's move on to Marlo meets with her mom. This was tough. And actually, although you guys know that I feel like Marlo makes a lot of excuses for her poor behavior, I will say that seeing her relationship with her mother allowed me to understand her a bit better.
Thank you, guys.
A bit better, because you could see that her life is just completely chaotic, and the people who were in charge of caring for her were never in charge. You know, she talks about how her mom would just be wandering the streets, and you know how she decided to put her mom in a hotel because when they're together, it's very volatile. And we saw even in this episode when, you know, she met with her mom, she, you know, Marlo likes to buy things, right? She likes to buy affection. So instead of just like sitting down and talking with her mom, she took her someplace where she can get her nice things, right? And as her mom is sitting there and they're having a conversation, and she was just like, well, you know, we both have to apologize because you hurt me as well. And you took my house from me, like trying to put that out there that Marlo has not been good to her. And Marlo was like, well, what happened with the house, Mom? We got the house. You weren't there. You were wandering the street. She got back on drugs. Other people were living there. The police were being called. I had to get that house, you know, sold it out of my name because it was just a complete problem. And I was even talking to my mom when we were watching it. I was just like, it's very weird how some parents want to hold their children accountable. And it's just like, you can never hold a child accountable. You want, like, the mother is just like, well, you did this to me and I was hurt by you, and I hurt you, but you also hurt me. And it's just like the things that you did to her when she was a child, you cannot act like that any retaliation that she did at that point was, something that was equally on the level to what you did for her as somebody who should be caring for her. And instead you allow the streets to do your job. And this is why we have this hurting adult now who is still trying to step in your shoes and be the caretaker. But everybody that she's taking care for is so deeply damaged because you and the father of these children did not do their job. So I got her a bit better. I understood her a bit more. I still think if she's aware of why she does things, then she needs to get the help and be accountable and be better as an adult woman.
Easier said than done.
Absolutely easier said than done. But I was able to see a bit more into her life. And it was heartbreaking. It really, really was heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. My turn?
Absolutely.
Okay. As you know, this is
adjust the glasses.
Okay, so oh my goodness, it was so heartbreaking to see Marlo with her mother. If you notice, Marlo went back to a kid.
Yeah,
she went back to a kid because she's yearning for her mother's love. Mm-hmm. And what you saw in that moment was a broken mother. That whatever happened in her life, she turned to drugs and alcohol and men to try to fill whatever voids or whatever was going on. And because she was so toxic, raising her children, that was the product of her children. Mm-hmm. That is why it's really important to that we look at Marlo, but I was glad that they showed where the tree that she came from, because we have toxic mothers raising kids, and we expect these kids to come out perfect, and they're raised in such toxic environments. It doesn't make it right with what Marlo does. I'm not excusing what she does, but I'm telling you where it comes from. She has been deeply damaged. When I watched that, I was in tears. Marlo became a child again. But then she had to become the adult. Mm-hmm. She had to become so many people. Mm-hmm. If you realize
while
that
dealing with that trauma and being damaged.
Her mother, they've been dealing with these boys since they've been babies. Mm-hmm. She got a house for her mother to take care of her sister kids, but the mother was so messed up, and she was trying to help. When you say she buy things, yes, she does. She's trying to help her family, and that's the only way she knows, because they didn't have money. They didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? They had lack. They had poverty. So when she got money, was she in her mind as a kid? She said, "I'm going to buy my mother a house. I'm going to do this." But that wasn't the issue. That wasn't the root of the problem. The root of the problem is whatever has happened to her mother. Her mother needs help. Mm-hmm. And her mother is, dealing with what you did to me. Mm-hmm. Her mother doesn't realize her problem is drugs and alcohol, and all of this is as a result of her. She is not taking ownership to that. She want to blame her for putting her and her boyfriend out of the house, because that's where her mind is at, on those kinds of things in the streets. What needs to happen is all of them need therapy and prayer, because it's so deep rooted in all of them. But Marlo is seen as the one that made it out. But if you notice, Marlo always has a drink, and her mother is on drugs and drinks. So this is where it stems from. But Marlo don't see that in her. When she was at the place with her mother, she said, "Give her some water, but give me a glass of wine." Every scene, Marlo has a glass of something to drink.
Every scene.
And y'all know I love Marlo and I ride for Marlo.
Mhm.
But Marlo has a problem too. And she covers it up. One thing you made a point about her taking her mother to her store, because she wanted her mother to see her prosperity.
Yeah.
She wanted her mother to see that she was doing. Every child want their mother
Mhm.
and their father to see that they've accomplished something in life.
Mhm.
And she wanted her mother to see that she's accomplished something.
Mhm.
Also, she wanted to shower her mother.
Yeah.
You know, her mother looked a mess. She said, "What?" First thing she said, "Where your teeth? I bought your teeth."
She said, "I spent $5,000 on your teeth,
Where's
and
your
they're in the
teeth?
trash somewhere."
Because she wants to take care of her mother, but her mother issues is not material things.
Yeah.
Her mother
They
issue
can't be fixed with money.
Exactly. So she put her on a hat and all, because her wig was brutal. She put her on a hat and everything, and the mother liked a little nice thing too, because she looked cute with that little Chanel hat on.
Mhm.
But the issue is not the money.
Mhm.
The issue is help. And if she doesn't get help soon, you know, she may not be able to come back from it, because it's so deep rooted
Mhm.
in her. So that's where Marlo comes from, with all of that hurt and that pain. And it comes out. She tries to compress it, but it comes up and it comes out. It needs to be generational curses. You better come on.
Who said it?
Kayla. They
Gosh.
are real, and
Yeah.
that's what she's dealing with. Sins of the father from the past.
Mhm.
And I don't give Marlo a pass, but I can see, again, that's what my book is on, talking about the toxic relationships
Mhm.
that you spill over to you while you're raising your kids, and they spill onto the kids. And that's what Marlo is dealing
And they
with.
don't grow out of it, right? You
They
become
don't
an
go
adult
out
and you deal
of
with
it.
those
Exactly.
things.
They stay dormant until you get an adult, and then you still dealing with these things as an adult. And people say, "Well, I can't stay in no relationship because I have unfinished business. I have
That's what Marlo said. She said, "That's why I have a man now."
Yeah, I got things going on with me that I don't know where the root of it comes from.
Mhm.
I don't know how to deal with it. So to me, when she sent her nephews to her sisters, that wasn't the ideal place to send them, but she felt like she needed to, because she was losing it.
Yeah.
That's what lets you know that she needs help.
Mhm.
Marlo is in pain. She dressed up her pain, but she's in excruciating pain.
Yeah. On point.
Mhm.
On point, mama. And also this episode, I enjoyed watching Marlo. For me, this was the reason why I was, rooting for her and,
Mhm.
harassing Bravo to
Mhm.
finally give her a peach, because this is how I feel like she can
Mhm.
contribute to the show. She doesn't have to open up her trauma, but Marlo's funny. Marlo dresses, right? Marlo can get a scene going. I think what happened with her is the same thing that happened with her nephews. Seeing her sister
Mhm.
like that in the
Mhm.
courtroom triggered Marlo.
Yeah.
And she was a different person
Since
the
that
rest
day, yes.
of the
The
season.
taping,
She
yes.
was not enjoyable to watch anymore.
Yes.
She was lashing out
Yes.
at everybody.
Yes.
And the thing about it is, you can have reasonings behind why you're lashing out at people, right? But if these people do not have a relationship with you, these people do not know these things that are going on with you, and these people are also going through
Mhm.
their own things, you're just not going to get the sympathy that you need, because a lot of times the lashes are unwarranted and they just cut so deep. So I'm not in any way excusing her behavior. I'm just saying I understood her a bit more. I enjoyed watching her this episode. This is what I've always wanted from her through and through. Throughout the entire episode, she was perfect.
Mhm.
So for that, I'll give Marlo her peach back.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
snatched
Thank
it
you.
earlier,
Thank you.
but I'll give it back. If
That's
she can
very
stay here,
big of you.
if she can stay
That's
here,
very big of you.
I want her back on my TV.
Well, the thing is this: she can be there, but then she can snap back into that.
She got to
other
leave that
person.
family alone.
No, it's
Let's
not
deal with
that.
it. Mom, that family is a trigger. Especially that sister. Her and the nephews were not the same. The nephews was punching walls and she was punching candy.
It's not that. The thing is, they need to go. I'm telling you, I can help Marlo. You have to go back to that
She cussed
thing
on my mother.
that where the trauma first happened. And you got to start cleaning that out.
Mm-hmm.
She has to face it to fix it. She has to realize that whatever happened was not her fault.
Mm-hmm.
She was a child.
Mm-hmm.
She has to also forgive her mother. She has to release that pain, because that hurt and that pain that she's holding, and her father, wherever he's at. She talked about being put away.
Mm-hmm.
She talked about when we had to go to there, when we had to go there. Those are things that hurt her. And when you're in some kids in that custody, in the system, things happen to them. Look at Tiffany Haddish, not bringing that up.
Girl, absolutely
not bringing that up.
We're not touching that.
You know what I mean? She is damaged. And if you don't deal with that pain, you just keep suppressing it, and it explodes. It explodes. Also, she needs to forgive herself.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to forgive herself for all the things that she thought wrong for herself, all the bad things that she had to do to survive, everything that as a result, because she's done some things to get to where she was at. She was in jail before. She had mug shots. So that meant she did things. So she has to forgive herself. And when you're able to lay down all that stuff and release yourself from that stuff and let the devil know he don't have you, you can walk free.
You better preach. Mama
Y'all better get my book. Y'all better get my book.
Mama starts out here preaching.
Y'all better get my book. I'm telling you. My baby said on here, she said that's the reason why she don't spank her children. That is right. I listen, a lot of things that my mother did with me coming up, I did not do with my children. I said, oh no, they're not going through that. And I did spank up on them, just a little bit here and there. They needed it once or twice. These girls are so spoiled, it's pathetic. But sometimes
so are you. So is the mother.
They can just be spoiled. But not too much, because they was just too much. You whoop them and then they give you a mind lashing. They start talking to your mind. Well, mommy, why would you do that? That hurt us to the core and all that. We love and all that.
And we forgave you.
Yes.
We forgave you. Because that was the generational curse.
And I forgave you too. Okay.
Now Marlo's mama. I didn't hurt you too. I was a child. Anyway.
Okay, mama, start fixing my life. Let's do it.
Since we're here, since we're talking about mamas, let's get into Mama Joyce. So this episode, Candy spoke to her mom, Mama Joyce, and she was telling her that her and Todd are doing a joint trust. And she was like,
I agree, Mama Joyce.
Listen, I agree with Mama Joyce too. Here's the thing. I think Mama Joyce, her delivery was wrong, but I agree with what she was saying.
Why was her delivery wrong?
Just because Mama Joyce got a way of talking about Candy's husband. It's just like you can't talk about your daughter's husband like that.
But Candy bring everything to her mother.
True. Knowing how she feels about
knowing how she feels. So when you,
True.
When you come to me, you're going to get all of me, Kelly Price.
All of me.
You're going to get all of it.
Listen, hold on, my turban is taking out the braids, yo. I'm taking out the braids. But anyway, I get where she was coming from. Here's the thing. Candy was talking about doing a joint trust, and Mama Joyce was not okay with that. She was like, you need to do your own trust outside of him. Because, people switch up, right? You can pass away. And Candy was just like, I hope that when I pass away, Todd would not remarry, so things are going to be safe to our children. And I'm just like, Todd may agree to that, right? But you can agree to something and say this is what you'll do until you're actually in the situation. And listen, we all know that men, especially when they're older, if their spouse passes away and they are still here on this earth, they're going to get married in like 2 seconds because they don't want to be alone.
Girl.
They have lived their life with this woman for so long. They have gotten used to a certain kind of lifestyle. They are not going to be.
She was older than me.
They're not going to be alone.
Her mother passed away, and within weeks, the father came to them and told them, "Well, listen,
I'm getting married.
I'm not the kind of man that can live without a wife."
That,
And they
but
was
that's
like, what?
especially when they're
They
older. That
still
is what
crying
they
over
do.
their mother. They said my mother ain't even the dirt ain't even doing her good. And that man got married within months.
But I'm saying like that's what happens, especially with men. Women stay single, right? Because men are a lot. When they go on to glory, women are like, I can
Then the
finally
second
live my
wife
life.
died, and he
Mom,
married her for
stop
girlfriend.
telling this
I
woman
said, what in the
business. Enough. But what I'm saying is
He did not want to be without a woman.
Todd
You hear
could
what I
say
said?
that. Todd could say that he won't do that. But when men, especially when they're older, they are going to marry again. They are not going to stay. They are not going to stay single. And there's not going to be an older woman who is going to want to be somebody's girlfriend in her 60s or 70s. That's just not going to happen. So he is going to remarry.
A special friend in
her 70s. Somebody girlfriend. You 73. You somebody girlfriend. Like that's just not going to happen. She's going to want to be a wife to also protect herself as well. So I do think that Candy needs to do separate trust or have things set up for her kids. Because listen, y'all can love each other all day. If one of y'all go, things change, people change. It is what it is. And I also think that Mama Joyce was saying, Riley does not have a Todd. So you can't break up things equally with the kids because Ace and Blaze are going to not only have a father, but they're going to have a working father, a father who is making a substantial amount of money who can protect them. You can expect Todd to throw Riley, some coins, even
because if something happened to Todd.
But we don't know that. That's the thing. You do not know that. So you should have something set up for your child if you happen to leave this earth early or before Todd. You need to have something set up for her. You need to protect her. And I'm telling you, my family has been through this. Get your paperwork in order. Make sure your will is right. Make sure your trust is right. Have something set up for your kids, because the government and then the family member, everybody will come in and take things from you, and your kids will be left out there in the dust. Your kids, your grandkids, you won't have anything, left to pass on. So get your house in order. Make sure the seed of your womb is taken care of outside of your partner, because not saying that Todd will do anything, but people switch up. You have to prepare for that. Even if you're in love with this man, you have to be prepared for him possibly changing up. He won't. He probably won't.
Oh, yes,
you got to be prepared.
He can't stand Mama Joyce.
But I don't think that he can't stand Riley. But I will say that Riley has been protected from him, and Riley has been a separate entity from Todd, and they've been. That's how they have come into the relationship, because it's the truth.
Let me just say this: when people are living, things are different.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as they close their eyes, different things come out.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Todd would use that opportunity to tell Mama Joyce the kiss is black. I would keep it
we don't. This is all
here.
Assumption,
allegedly. He would, I don't believe that him and Mama Joyce would be on one accord. I don't believe it. His mother died. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that on the show? And her mother, Mama Joyce and his mother was about to go to blows. Old
every episode.
And when she died, Mama Joyce, that hurt her, because she couldn't believe that woman died and she was doing all that
fighting with her last days.
But not long after that, she was back at Todd.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that when his mother died, that would be she would embrace him with open arms and love him because he don't have no mother. Oh, she said, listen. But she was right. She told her daughter, she said, listen, I love you too, my love. She told her daughter, she said, listen, set up something for your daughter, Riley. Yeah. It was you and Riley before Todd even entered the picture. When Todd entered the picture, Ace and Blaze came as a result of. You need to, and that is just educating her daughter. It's not being selfish or cutting Todd out or anything. She's telling her daughter to get business in order. Leave your daughter 50% or whatever you got.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other 50%, you could break it up with the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to leave your daughter well off, first of all.
Because who she got blocked? Who run to the gossip columns and drag his
She don't have
ex
block.
and his
She don't
daughter.
have
Yeah,
block.
she don't have
She
it.
don't have block.
He's not going to take care of her. He's going to ask her for money.
And bingo. So she was educating her daughter, because what happens in our Black community, we don't talk about these things. We don't take care of our business right, and we leave things undone. It's fighting at our funerals. We don't talk no more afterwards because so-and-so knows she wrong because she took whatever. My mother passed away, and let me tell you one thing. It bled my heart what happened after she closed her eyes. It just bled my heart. Like, you see people for who they really are. And that is sad, but we need to talk about things when we are alive. We need to talk about things when we're in our right mind.
What's the saying? You see who people really are during weddings, something, and funerals. It was one other thing. Weddings, something, and funerals. Wedding, graduations, and funerals. Something like that. But it's like you see who people really are, especially when a matriarch or a patriarch passes away. Whoo!
I don't know what that saying is, but
they know it. Y'all know it.
But we need to start talking about things when we're clothed in our right mind, when we're able to just sit down as family and say, well, this is this is that, this and that. And just get it, just get your will registered. Mm-hmm. And then when mama take her last breath, Papa D take his last breath, things are in order. Nobody has to fight. Everybody can leave in love. And my last will and testament and my wishes is that my 3 daughters, they never leave the Lord, and that they stay connected as sisters. Mm-hmm. Love on each other, help each other through. Because I'm telling you, when I close my eyes, let me tell you one thing. They gonna do some crying.
Girl.
Because I love them. You know what I mean? And but just trying to be funny. But anyway, we need to take care of our business. And I like that Mama Joy sat down with her daughter. I like that this was an episode because it also brought into these Black homes to start talking about your business. I don't care if you got $10. Cut it up in 3. Give everybody $3.25. Now, how I have mine is 34, 33, 33. The oldest girl gets a little bit more. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's how it goes. 33 and 33. And if I have a grandchild, it'll be 33, 33, 33. And that 1% will get cut up for the first grandchildren of each one of y'all. So that keep it fair.
We'll have a conversation after. Hold on, what?
Yeah, you don't have to have no conversation with me.
No, we'll have a conversation.
It is clear and it is finished.
No, we'll have a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Remember B. Smith. You're right. Girl.
Child.
How that man did her and moved his girlfriend in and all
while
that.
She was still living. Had that woman sleeping in her bed, wearing her clothes. They did that interview. She was looking raggedy.
He's cursed with a curse, and so is the woman.
Anyway, girl.
Don't mess with no married nothing. Leave that
girl.
alone.
Let's end talking about Miss She by SHEREE, because this the end of the episode was basically She by SHEREE putting on her fashion show. Mm-hmm. We finally got a fashion show with fashions. I'll just say this. Overall, good job. Good job, SHEREE.
Great job.
She by SHEREE. You really have a huge following. You had so much support. The fashion show, it was just the who's who of not of just Atlanta, but of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was so nostalgic. Everybody came out to
even
support
her ex-husband.
Even her ex-husband. this just solidifies what Candy said, that Candy said to Sheree, you have the biggest brand that isn't actually, out of all of us, you have the biggest brand that isn't actually a brand. There are so many people who came out to support her.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many people who are waiting to
all
buy.
of the housewives wanted to buy stuff.
Everybody wanted to buy stuff. Like, there were so many people who were here to support her on camera, off camera, the fans, everything, right? Having said that, it is okay to be the face of your company and not run it. And I think that's what Sheree needs to do. I don't think that she has the tolerance, the bandwidth, or the knowledge to run a business.
I agree.
You need somebody who has done this, who went to school for this, who has experience in this, especially in fashion or apparel, to run your fashion line. I've always said you need to pull a Jessica Simpson. Jessica Simpson don't know nothing about shoes. Jessica Simpson don't know nothing about purses, but there was
Jessica Simpson don't know nothing about tuna.
Okay. But there was a company, I believe the company, I think it was a Brazilian company who approached her, and they already had a brand, but they wanted a celebrity to be the face of it, to take it to the next level. They approached her. She became the face of it. She also started, as she made more money, she also started to become partners with them and own a bit more. They went through a few things, a money issue back in the day, but she still has a company. She's still raking in $300 million a year. Sheree, you could do that. I'm dead serious. You could pull a Jessica Simpson, because what you're going to do right now, if you are running this on your own, you're going to run it to the ground. You need to sell at least 40% of your company, keep your 55% or so, and sell the rest. And who you sell it to, let it be a respectable apparel company that has history, that has the knowledge, and have them run it, and you just be the face of it and make some coins, but keep the majority so that they cannot overtake you, because you do have a huge brand, but you don't know what you're doing with it. You have no idea. And the ladies have tried to help you. Like Kenya could run her business, right? She knows what she's doing.
But Kenya also said she had to bring in some people.
But Kenya knows the people to do that.
Yes.
Sheree does not know how to do that, and I don't think she wants to. You also have to want to do that.
Sheree's so busy putting on them too small clothes.
Mom,
I ain't mad at her.
But I also think that this was, I think, to be quite honest with you, Sheree, I think She by Sheree started out as a storyline. And because it just got so much traction, I felt like you felt obligated to make this a real thing. I don't really think she has the passion, and that's okay. You don't have to have a passion behind the business. You just have to have a good idea that can make money.
Fashion Nova, put that stuff on for Fashion Nova, hook up with them. You're a millionaire for the rest of your life.
I think that's what you need to do. I think she needs to sell at least 55.
Put that stuff on Fashion Nova.
No, 45% of her company.
I'll
keep
be
the rest
it every week.
Yeah, keep the rest and you'll be good. I don't think you have the passion. I don't think you have the bandwidth. I don't think you have the wherewithal. I don't think you have the education, and that is okay. Be the face, make the coin, keep the majority of your company, and allow somebody else who knows what they're doing to run it.
She does. Does need to sit down with a company that does this.
Jessica Simpson, I'm telling you.
Have them run her company for her, if she has any sense. However, she wants to parade this around a little bit. She wants to enjoy this a little bit, but she don't have no sense for it.
Don't let your ego get in the way of your money.
5 pieces from the people, which lets me know that you had an argument with whoever it was, and they said, forget you and all that, I'm not doing nothing. And then the show had to get involved and get those pieces.
Oh, the show is absolutely involved.
Yeah,
the show is absolutely involved.
She don't know how to talk to nobody.
Hold on, Mama. Okay. How I know the show was involved? He got his cut. He got his cut. The way this show invested in She by Sheree.
Okay.
And especially when they did the countdown, She by Sheree is available in 5, 4, 3, 2. Andy got a cut. He got his She by Sheree. He got a cut. Sell it to Bravo. Yeah. They already partners.
But
and keep the majority.
She got to know how to be a businesswoman.
She's not, and that's okay. That's
you know what I
okay.
mean? She
Some people are just
she
talented.
used to cut niggas down with her tongue. Oops, was I supposed to say that
No,
word?
you were not, Mom.
Please forgive me. People down with her tongue. And honey, did she cut down Tyrone? I'm glad that she let him go.
Me too.
Because so many times when guys come back with all that, he's showboating at her
these,
thing
Publix
in front
flowers.
of these, in front of her friends and everything, and they like, ah! I'm glad that she said no. Because in the beginning, guys, you remember she took a couple calls from him, and I was just pissed off with that.
She was dating him for years. Ever since she got cut from the show, she was with him.
Yes. So for him to do that to her and embarrass her on TV was her last straw, and I'm glad that that was the last straw, and she let him just go in on the wall. He looked like he smokes weed.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like.
Well, can you say he was high?
Yeah, he looks like in prison he did not brush his teeth, but I ain't gonna go there with nobody's teeth. You know what I mean? Because I got an issue with it. So I'm gonna leave it there. But all that black and white suit and all that. Listen, honey, you tried it.
Can we be real? He almost had her. Because she said, you're not going to apologize to me. That's all she wanted from him was an apology. And it would have changed the way, their relationship would, but he would not apologize. And because he humiliated her and would not apologize, she just let it go. But if he would have apologized, I think he would have got her back. I think he would have got her back. I don't
think so. I just think that she wanted for her own viewers, for the people that he humiliated her in front of. I think she just wanted a public apology because he publicly humiliated her. Then he's going to say, well, I didn't want to go back to jail. That's a good one that you had. That's a good one. I couldn't be on camera.
The prison scholar.
And him and Apollo almost got into it. And one thing about Apollo, he is not afraid to do a little bit of.
Yeah, because you're on live. You want to put that phone down?
Wow,
girl.
But Apollo was ready to go toe to toe, and then he had what is it? Chronicles 10, 9, and 8, 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, where you could be on the media and all that. He had.
Well, he would know. He would know
because he want to film.
And he did film while being a felon. So listen, I'm glad that she cut him. I'm glad that she, let it go because he was such a bugaboo. He kept on showing up and wanting attention. This is a really important night for her. Yeah. She don't have time to do all that.
Coming in here.
And I was just like, how did you date this man for so long? Your daughter did not know who he was.
Yeah, her daughter said,
who was like, how did you date him for so long? I don't know. It was all weird to me. But the fashion show finally had fashions. I loved how when Dwight came in, she welcomed him, and it was just, and there was no bad blood, right? There was no bad blood.
Well, that's how Sheree is.
What?
She's like that. She don't
hold grudges.
Yeah, she's a bone carrier, but she sits right there and deal with it right there too. She don't have no problems with it either. She says what she says. You say what you say, and
Dwight was like, the fashion show finally has fashion.
Yeah, she said 14 years, and she said fashion show with no fashion.
Finally.
She told him when he said fashion show with no fashion.
Finally got her fashion.
Somebody else would have been out. No, can't stand him. He can't come. No, she said come get a front row seat and see Steve Sheree.
She was a good sport.
Yes, I love her in that aspect of how she lives her life. She don't hold no grudges like that when she mad at you for forever. No, she don't. She say what she got to say, and she carries on. You say what you got to say, and we on to the next scene. And it's not a big deal. I like that about her. I really, really do. A lot of people need to be like that. Don't keep on, I'm holding something. The next thing you know, I got a gun.
She's good. Wait.
What, girl? No, people hold grudges, and the next time I see her, I'm gonna shoot her.
We're talking about reality TV, Mom.
No, we talk about real life. No, because people look at this reality TV and think that it's real life.
They're unwell if they do.
It's a lot of unwell people in America, in the world, girl. Oh, you got to come.
I think that Sheree,
you gotta come
was a good sport. I think she had a great fashion show.
A very good sport. Very good sport with Tyrone, with what's his name, Dwight.
A very good sport with Dwight.
Yeah, everybody that has something to say about Sheree.
It was a good fashion show. Yes. What did you think?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved all of the this is how I believe that somebody's going to reach out to her and she's going to get an attorney involved and she's going to get this product off, because Oh, they had the labeling. They had She by SHEREE on the doors, and
They had the white
on
and
the
the remix.
floor. I mean, they had the advertise. Everything was together for that show. Everything was together, and I even liked the moment that she had a real moment when she came out.
When she walked out,
When she walked out,
and everybody was cheering for her.
She
I'm
had
like,
a real.
this is so much money, girl. And if you
Yeah.
don't know what you're doing,
but she had a real moment where she was really herself. She was really in the. She was just so over ecstatic that she did it. And that she was walking, down there. It was just, she was in the moment. And I love that.
Yeah, that was a good moment. That was a great way to wrap the season up.
I love that for her, that she wasn't trying to be She by SHEREE or nobody. She was authentically SHEREE.
Yeah.
SHEREE.
SHEREE.
They used to call her SHEREE. Now she just called herself SHEREE. But she was SHEREE.
She did a good job.
Authentically SHEREE.
She did a good job. It was a great fashion show.
Yes, and her kids were there. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, as a mother,
if he didn't model on the show, he modeled on the site.
If as a mother, you want your children to see that that you've achieved something, great. And her kids were there. And I love that moment too. Her kids were there helping and involved and things like that. I loved it. You did that, girl. And that's what her friends told her. Candy kept saying, you did that. Yes. You did that. And
Candy was very proud of her.
All of them were. Yeah. Nobody was hating or anything. Everybody was proud of her and happy for her. It was no shade or anything. I loved how it ended. It was a great ending. I love a Black person. Okay. Because I guess you can see I am a Black person, but I love when we support one another, when we can show good content of ourselves instead of always backbiting, beating up everybody, gossiping and talking, Wendy Williams, so everybody and all that. I love when we do something genuine and we are genuinely happy for each other. I'm happy for her too.
Yeah, she did a good job.
I'm happy for her.
Before we close out, let's talk about the fashions that we actually saw.
Wait a minute.
What?
I can't even look at this.
Oh, well, her mom didn't know until she said.
Well, her mom didn't know Tyrone until she said.
That's why I was just like, is it just storyline, SHEREE? Because it's just weird that nobody in your life, your immediate family.
No, he wasn't. He was in the newspaper here in Atlanta.
Really? For
yes. What? For that scam where he went to jail for. He was not no storyline. She was involved with him. They probably don't know him because he was away.
Yeah.
He wasn't in and out the house.
Probably. Well, anyway, I liked her fashion show. I did not think that I would like a few pieces because I saw before the website got shut down, I saw some pieces and I was just like, this ain't it. This ain't it. We got to go back to the drawing board. But then you see this fashion show and there are these great fashions that you never really see. Now, I will say this, from the few fashion shows that I've been to, none of them start on time. None of them start on time. They will start late. 2 hours though is excessive. Also,
they paid for it. So
also, a lot of stuff that you see on the runway, you're not going to necessarily see on the site or in the store because a lot of the stuff is not considered ready to wear. However, if you're making joggers, that's ready to wear fashion. So I was thinking that I would see some of those things on the site, but that just didn't happen. And when I went back to the site again, it was shut down. They said, come back. They're fixing some things. I think it was just, they did send out. I think
it was the overwhelming of people.
That's what they did. They sent out the notice and said that it was just far too many people. The fans, they got to fix some things. I also think that they are fixing things. And I also think they're removing things from the site that were copies from other brands. Let's get into the She by SHEREE fiasco. So as the fans were going to the site, a lot of people were noticing similarities in a lot of some of the things they were seeing. And specifically, they saw the same outfit that was on Shein and on Amazon. And, SHEREE just changed some things around a bit. Here's what I will say to that. This is what happens. A lot of these companies buy clothing from distributors, right? And they switch it up. They put their names on it. Alibaba is good for that, right?
Yes.
A lot of those places do that. And a lot of people buy stuff and just put their label on it. And I think that's probably what she did here. And, got caught. And I think when you're such a visible person, when you have such a visible line, this was probably something that she should not have done. However, this happens all the time. Shein does it all the time. Everybody buys from Alibaba and just flips stuff. A lot of stuff that you see on Amazon, you'll find on Alibaba. Fashion Nova, all of those boutique Instagram sites, those clothing stores. They shop from the same distributor. They just switch things out. Bigger brands have their own distributor and they create samples and send them to a distributor to do mass production.
Mm-hmm.
But this is pretty much what is the norm. So I didn't think that this was a big deal, but I did think that it was irresponsible of her to do something like this when this brand is so visible, right? But I'm not shocked because we didn't see her creating any samples. We didn't see her talking about any designs. The penis print tights, we never saw those. It was a big deal, and we never saw those. I don't know if they were on the site. By the time I got to the website, it was shut down.
I haven't been on the website, but I haven't seen my little pants that I wanted.
Yeah, they're not on there either. At least, by the time I got there. Hold on, let me see.
But it's just like y'all to be haters.
We're not haters. What are you talking about?
You know what I mean to be haters. Okay. It was
irresponsible of
no,
her.
It's not.
No, Mom,
it's
she
not.
is not. No, this is a huge visible brand.
No, it's not.
You are not just going to
Are you in the fashion world?
Yes, I am. I'm a fashion girl.
But do you distribute and sell and all of that? No, you don't have a brand. You don't have a
Mom,
line out.
When you have a visible brand like this, you got to create your own. And yes, there is money that comes into that. But the thing about it is, you're not going to charge $142 for just
now,
the type.
Say that. Now say that.
Because
you're not Beyonce.
You're
not Beyonce.
Hold on. When
and Beyonce stuff is cheaper than that.
Wait a minute, Mom. When Shein, it's not Beyonce, it's Ivy Park. Thank you, and Adidas. When Shein is selling the same thing for $15, it's just not a smart business move.
Well, she can sell it all she wants because I'll get it from Shein.
But that's the thing. It's just all this controversy.
You're not Ivy Park.
Was send people to Shein. And listen, that's the thing. Ivy Park, Beyonce, Ivy Park, Adidas, visible brand.
Did you send out
visible
boxes?
Brand.
I didn't get mine.
What?
Did she send out boxes? Ivy Park sent out boxes.
Sit on down. You're not on. We're not on the list yet. But this is the thing. Beyonce and Adidas sat there and made them samples. They sat there and created, the looks and everything that they wanted, and they sent them to their distributor to reproduce them. So you will only see those out of Adidas on the Ivy Park site. You're not going to find something that has already been created, and you're just going to go to one of those mass production warehouses and take something that you like and throw your symbol on there.
She's not in. She doesn't
have the passion. She doesn't have the bandwidth. She doesn't have the wherewithal.
No, she's not.
She don't want to do this. The fans in Bravo forced her to do this. She don't want to do it.
She just needs to keep having fashion shows.
She just needs to sell part of this company and give it to people who want to make money. Anyway, so this is what I was able to clip from her website. Well, I wasn't able to get this. This was trending on Twitter. This is one of the things that was on there. So you see her son is right here. And these are some of the pieces.
See none of that.
No, it's right here.
I have my glasses on and I still
Well, turn your bifocals up. It's right here. So a lot of these items are just overpriced. The jogger shirt, it's cute, right? Joggers, $142. It needs to be $14.50. Sheree, it needs to be $14.50. Everybody will have that.
Not $14.50.
I'm serious.
But
everybody would have this shirt, right? And then it will start a conversation. Then people will start buying. Then it will,
because everybody don't have Candy's money.
Everybody's not. I'm sorry. Nobody, not even everybody. Nobody is buying a shirt by Sheree who we have no idea who, how she got this brand, how she started creating this stuff. She just mentioned it on the show.
Tyrone was there because that was his money.
Probably. She just mentioned it on the show and started, this thing, but it just never really got off the ground. We really didn't see a build here. You know what I mean? We've never seen her talking about samples or, doing a design for fuller bodies. Like, we've never really seen the vision come to fruition. Right? We've seen a storyline take place, but we've never really seen her, gotta be honest, put the crazy amount of work into this for us to really invest in the business. The business is already shaky, right? But now you want me to pay $142 for a shirt when I could get a good quality, fully thought out Ivy Park jumper for that.
Less than that.
And less than that, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Just a t-shirt is $142. Why that price point?
Let me see. Especially
now that we know that you're buying from the same place as Shein. It just doesn't make any sense. I think this is completely overpriced. I think if you are going to be buying from the same place that Shein, Forever 21, Amazon, and Fashion Nova shop from, then you need to be putting up competitive prices. And I think for who you are, what this brand is, it would be smart for you to make your prices working class accessible, because that is your customer. I know you want your customer to be these, luxury girls, these basketball wives, these, entertainers, the elite of the elite. That's not She by SHEREE. And that's why you need to sell your business, part of your business, to people who know what She by SHEREE is. The Forever 21 girls, the Fashion Nova girls, the Shein girls are going to buy your stuff.
Because who's your demographic that you selling to?
$142, you're not going to make a profit. Impossible.
No, you're not going to sell nothing. You're gonna have
it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, especially for what you showed us. Now, you could also have a runway collection, right? A special little collection that you put out with a couple of pieces from the actual runway. And I think that will make more sense. People may pay a bit more for that. But for joggers, nobody is paying $142 for that.
Who was sitting with her and told her that price made sense?
I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. That's all I wanted to say. What did you want to say? What did you want to say?
Dumb and dumber.
Oh, that's
as far as that pricing. Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Sebastian, thank you so much for the super chat. Sebastian said, Nikki, they need to bring back Tabitha Takes Over. Yes. She'll have that brand together ASAP, LOL. And much love to the doll, Mama Star.
Oh,
thank you,
love
Sebastian.
to you too, Sebastian.
Thank you. Tracy, thank you for the super chat. Tracy said, I ordered a sticker yesterday for $7. I just went to send you the site and it's down again. Like the video. Hi, Mama Star.
Hi, my love.
Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, by the time I got to the site, they were experiencing technical difficulties. And then when I went back, they said, put your email in and we'll notify you when the site is back up. I hope she changes those prices. I really, really do. I hope she changes those prices. I hope she puts the things that we saw on the runway on the actual site. And, start getting this money. You need to do at least free shipping. You know what I mean? You need to have a crazy Black Friday sale. You need to make a profit. You're not going to make a profit with $142 joggers t-shirt. It's a t-shirt. You're not Gucci. Like, you have to be realistic. Thank you, Tracy. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Let's be realistic here. Wendy said, child, look at her son's feet. Oh my God. Wendy.
What I said?
I don't know. Y'all mess. Christina said, girl, $29.99 is better. Yes. Yeah. I don't think that there should be anything on that site over $75. She could charge a little more for the runway collection, but that's about it. But I think especially now that people know who your distributor is, it's going to be hard to get that out of people. It really, really is. Chaya Bless. Sia Bless. Says She by SHEREE isn't giving clothing line. It's giving merch. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. It's absolutely something that I can see.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Never thought about that. Thank you.
Shanty said, this is overpriced merch. No fashion, #dreadful. True. We gotta be real here. Rashana said, you don't need a lot of money, y'all. She could have done a limited launch for $10K or less, then use that money to expand. Look at us. I hope she's in this chat. We're giving her great advice. Tiny said, we'd all buy a $14.50 at $14.50. She get money to actually produce fashions. Yes. That joggers, like that's catchy. It's something that we all know. You know what I mean? $14.50 is not breaking the bank. Yes, she has it on
she
there
made
too.
that. I know she made that statement famous. That's her.
Like she could have done so much, but this is again, the passion ain't there. The wherewithal.
It's not even the passion is not there. She don't have this sense.
Yeah,
to do a clothing line.
She doesn't.
She don't know that. Everybody can't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to research. You have to study what it is that you want to do. And then you got to work on it every day.
Mm-hmm. From jump. Ryan, you're right. I hope Bravo steps in. Listen, Bravo, this is your investment. Take it.
They are.
Irene said, even Fashion Nova Forever 21 doesn't sell shirts that expensive. $142 for a shirt, a t-shirt at that. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Lamana said, so if we use the analogy that Riley should have the bulk of the estate, what happens if something happened to Riley? Her next of kin is her father, who were to inherit everything. Well, then you got to get Riley's Riley has to have her stuff in order.
No, you
right?
have to say, and if anything should happen to Riley,
Mm-hmm.
you have to put those clauses in there that none of that money goes to him. You can write out something, it will go to her seed or it will go to her brothers and sister.
Mm-hmm.
If anything should happen to Riley.
Yeah.
You have to word it right,
mm-hmm.
and it'll work out.
Makeup Addict said the lace joggers were cute, but not at that price. Maybe $59 max. Yeah, I just think she has something great here. I just think the pricing is off. I think the fashions are off. But she could do something. Ugh.
She never seen herself doing something great. It's just like somebody that just gets a whole bunch of money and they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She got a lot of money and she said, well, okay, she bought Sheree, but she don't have no knowledge. And when you don't have no understanding of what you're trying to do, it could be a disaster. Mm-hmm. She needs someone to help her. Mm-hmm. She don't need all these people around her in her ear. You know, the girl that helped her with the fashion show would be really resourceful for her.
Wendy said, y'all better use PayPal. So you already get your credit card info stolen. Right. And they will help you get your money back. Listen, when I am shopping at certain places and I'm like, you know what? I don't really know. PayPal, baby. PayPal.
You right.
She's absolutely, come on, Yarochka. She's absolutely charging shipping. There's no way. If she's charging $142 for a joggers t-shirt,
well, she's not getting no sales.
She's charging shipping.
She's getting ready to come down on the prices because ain't nobody buying that stuff.
She's gonna have to. Somebody's gonna have to come in and take over. Ryan says, why isn't Sheree a fitness mogul by now, though? Seriously, fit clothes app, etc. She's less than smart. She just, some people just need guidance. Some people, but she also has to be humble and be in a place to receive the guidance. Seriously, she acts like she knows everything and she talks about
she gotta be
humble. Because when Kenya was like, I would love to model for your walk your runway, your fashion show, she was just like, oh no, this is for we're looking for high class people. We're not ghetto girl. And can you freaking more? Excuse me?
He said, and younger.
Like she is just delusional. Hey, Fatim said, but what pisses me off was the clothes on the website are not even ironed on her press.
That's what everybody, that's what everybody
You can tell
saying.
They rushed it. I hope she hires the right team. Same. Thank you so much for the super chat. I am Rachel. Let them know. 232 in the chat. 84 likes. Come on. Go on and like the video. Let's like the video.
Go off, Star Family. Go off.
Terry says she would have to take care of her house. That's why she's so high, because she knows that Real Housewives of Atlanta is over for her. I think she's coming back. Let's talk about that. I think she's coming back. To be honest with you, I would like this whole cast to come back, but I think this whole cast is coming back plus Portia, and I think that Sanya maybe drop down to friend of the show, but I hope they stay on for the couple alone. Like, I love Sanya and Ross, but I think everybody's coming back plus Portia.
No, if they drop her down, I wouldn't come back, because who the heck are you?
Who?
To demote me? Take my peach.
It doesn't. If you're selling something, if she's selling this iFit app, I think she'll come back
anyway
for that.
I think they're gonna bring back She by Sheree, because she was a master blaster. She went out with a bang. Plus she's dealing with Martell. They need to keep Tyrone.
They're gonna bring her back
on there. They need to bring back Apollo.
How would they though?
No, but he's a friend of hers. That's how they brought it in there. Mm-hmm. Bring back Apollo in a couple of episodes. Because if you're noticed, see, Mama Star be on it. Kenya looked over, because she was on Apollo, but
no, she was not on Apollo. She was on White Apollo.
Yes,
I could not believe she went up for White Apollo.
That.
I'm like,
I
Kenya.
said she looked over. I did not say she.
Yeah, she said, I'm not getting involved.
If he had an opportunity on the show, I think her and the girlfriend could get into it.
She would never go for Apollo though.
Okay,
she will. Not Kenya Moore here.
Kenya
Absolutely
Moore
not.
that went
she
for
will go
Mark.
Kenya
Moore that Apollo threw her in the pool, and he was with Phaedra.
No, she's not there anymore.
Nobody's there until we're there.
But I will give you that.
Kenya
I do
Moore,
think that she is attracted to him, because White Apollo, identical. And she was going up for him.
Yes. The only reason why she acted like that is because we were saying that she liked him before, and she was saying that she didn't. But honey, she was all over that woman's man. Okay.
I don't really think she liked
him. She had that bald-headed guy. They had a little bald head right here. Girl, listen.
She was never one for looks.
Y'all don't want me to tell y'all what Kenya really wants.
Not everybody goes after looks.
Y'all don't want me to tell you what Kenya really wants.
What Kenya really want? Yeah, because you don't have
some pee. She don't care what it look like.
Well, Mom, there are two things that start with a P, so you got to be specific.
Penis.
Okay. I'm like, what?
Wait. Okay. I was
like, where are you going with this? Mom, you about to be on time out again.
No, she don't want no woman. She wants a man.
Oh my God.
She wants a man in her bed and on her arm.
Yeah, Sanya will be pregnant. Sanya will be pregnant if she comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Sanya will be pregnant. Rashana says she's coming back so they can ridicule her brand.
Yes.
She's coming back because Bravo want to get their money.
She's coming back and they're going to try to give her a solution. She's going to, yes, Kenya is still thirsty for Apollo.
Who said that? Where?
I seen it.
Where is it? Shonda said Kenya is too beautiful to be that thirsty. No, she's talking about White Apollo.
No, we're talking about right here.
Oh gosh, you two.
Yes.
You two.
Yes. Yes. And if he had an opportunity to be around a little bit, we would see that unfold.
I don't think so. Miss Brown Sugar said, yes, they are. But this season was so much about displaying their trauma and making them look bad, not as much as about her. Are we talking about Marlo? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Crystal, for the super chat. Crystal says, somebody said Sheree made the clothes so expensive, so we don't buy them because the business is fake. What do you think? I'm telling you, I got to be honest, guys. When I was watching this episode, I was like, I think that this fashion show or this fashion line is just storyline. I'm honestly shocked we got a site.
But if she's smart, she would capitalize off of it.
Hopefully. Yvette said the designs at the fashion show do not belong to Sheree. Kempire did a YouTube about it. That's why. Oh my! I gotta watch that. Oh,
but you know what?
Gosh. Thank you,
and it makes a lot of sense, Yvette, because whoever made those whoever made all of that stuff, it was a little holdup.
Yeah, they couldn't
It was
get
a
it
little
as
holdup.
Oh my gosh.
So it makes sense.
RHOA said, I thought Mama Star was going to say personality. Listen, I feel like Kenya does go for personality because we got to be real. She don't go for looks.
She don't go
The
for
men
no
she has brought
personality.
on this show, she don't go for looks. Mark was, attractive.
She
but
don't
I'm
even
like,
go for money
girl,
because she got her own money. She wants some
personality. Drewski said, Auntie, the last thing Kenya wants to deal with all that Apollo mess, especially after how things went down with the lying and the bad blood history. Remember, she shut it down the first time. Yeah, I felt like after that reunion, she was done. Now, do I feel like there was some kind of attraction? Maybe. But I think she's done. I think she's done with him. Let me get two more and then
he's out of jail now. He
let me
went
get
through.
my,
He
thing.
was at that point in time. He was being accused of something, but he's out of jail now.
And he has that girlfriend who has been trying to get on Atlanta for forever.
Okay.
But Andy is loyal to Phaedra, so that's not happening. Tracy said, I better get my stickers. Hope you PayPal them, Tracy. Christina said, Nikki, did you talk about the Facebook post from the designer saying that he wasn't paid? I didn't know anything about that.
Period. Because she don't pay nobody. And next season it may be that she didn't pay the people which
that's why she's coming back. That's why she's coming back. Who got the tea on that?
Run all these bills up and she don't pay.
Your Rose could say a fashion show with stolen fashions. How dreadful! Oh my goodness. Miss Brown Sugar said, I remember when we all discovered years later that Apollo, made up some of those stories about Kenya to rile up Phaedra. Yeah. Gosh.
Well, maybe, thank you for bringing that up. Maybe it's not a go with her.
Yeah, they're done.
Because she is one of them people that stand on,
Who got the tea on this designer?
You got to be having fun. You got to be having
I can't find it. I can't find it. If y'all have it, send it. Anyway, let me get out of here because I got another live coming up. Thank you all so much for joining us. We gotta go. We had a good time. We'll be here again, same time. Not same time. We'll be here probably Monday for the reunion part 1. And then Andy, this doesn't need to be 3 parts. This doesn't. This really, really doesn't. You can give us 1.
No,
maybe 2.
No,
3
that's
parts.
What Andy does. He hangs us on.
Beverly Hills needs to be 3 parts. But this one, we're good. We can just do 2. Come on, Andy, anything I can. We don't need a 3-part reunion. Nothing really happened that requires all of that.
Tracy said she's checking IG.
Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. While we're checking, please give the video a like. Hey, Bonnie. Oh, he better not. Thank you, Shonda. Shonda said, please subscribe to Nikki's second channel, Nikki.Star at Home. I just posted a video today. Please go over there and show that some love after you give me your likes. Drewski said, watch Andy stretch the reunion to 4 parts. I hope not.
Okay, because
I hope not.
He loves a string along.
We do not need it. We do not need it. Because I feel like what's going to happen is he's going to string it along and we're going to be there for 1, check out for 2, and come back for 3. And like that always happens. Tracy actually sent me the information on the designer. Thank you so much, Tracy. This says the designer calls out SHEREE out for not paying or thanking him for allegedly making her pieces. I made her 40 pieces of clothes in less than a week. What y'all saw last night was echoes of my years in fashion. I knew it. Mm-hmm. His name is Tyree. Tyree says,
and she just got Tyree to do that because
for the show.
Yeah, something else was going on.
Maybe she shouldn't do this. Tyree said, what kills me is it don't matter how genuine and how honest you try to be with people. They will worry about yourself and play you if they can. This lady, SHEREE, Housewives of Atlanta, expletives by SHEREE, didn't have really no clothes to style for our fashion show. Not only was I on set altering clothes, you know what? Remember the girl, one of the girls, she came out and SHEREE was like, why is that thing? And she was like, he sold it this way. OMG. She didn't really have any clothes for this fashion show. Not only was I on set altering clothes the day of, I spent $2,500 of my own dollars to meet the deadline and make it happen. Not only did she take all the credit, she never said thank you. And it was on national TV last night. And I made her finally look good out of the 14 years of trying. This lady still never at least just reimbursed me, let alone paid me. I made 40 pieces of clothes less than a week. She's not going to make $1 off that clothing line because God don't play about me. And I ain't giving her no patterns or ideas no more. So that's that. What y'all saw last night was echoes of my years in fashion and making people millionaire. If you knew all the companies that came to me for designs and ideas and sample, you would hit the floor in disbelief. LOL, I could care less to be famous, but pay me and respect what I do and did for you. I believe him because that stuff was nice. That stuff was nice, and we never saw any of that stuff.
That stuff was nothing that she said it was going to be.
Right?
That was some new stuff that this man had to come up with within a week or 2 weeks.
She
or whatever.
could have just said, "My lead designer is here," or something like that. That's a shame. That is a shame. Wow. Terry said Sheree needs to start making people sign gag orders. She just needs to pay people. This has been a reoccurring thing with her.
She don't need nobody to sign no gag orders. People need to call.
She needs to pay people
out on her because she don't pay nobody, and everybody keeps getting caught up in that web.
A mess. Hey, Yocrates has said this is why we didn't see those runway fashions on the site. Yep,
that's right, because she couldn't release them.
Sheree. The thing about it is, I'm just like, I'm not saying that this business won't be successful, but I just think if it's in your hands and you're leading the charge, I'm concerned.
He gave her something to be able to put on that runway because she didn't have nothing.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Every fashion house has a lead designer.
But she said it. She said, I don't have nothing for the runway, for my fashion show.
Yeah, you're right, Bonnie. Bonnie says Sheree isn't a business person with her ducks in the row. She isn't. Dang.
She got a mouth on her, but she don't know nothing about business.
Oh my
And you
God,
having a thing like that and your mother coming in looking like that, her mother was supposed to be short.
She's just all over the place. It's so unfortunate because I'm like, this is such a huge brand. You have such a gem and you just don't know what to do with it.
Caitlin said, I don't watch Housewives, but it sounds like Sheree is like Tadra.
Oh, Caitlin said, I don't want Housewives, but it sounds like Sheree is like Tadra Call. They don't pay people. Unfortunate.
And that's a bad name to have in this industry. That's a really bad name to have because people that would like to do something with you would be hesitant. Because you don't pay. And that's probably why she don't have nobody that wants to go in with her on nothing.
Yeah. Janice said the designer was a copycat by Shein. Well, the stuff that she had on her site is not his designs. His designs was the fashion show. And I loved it. I was like, I love that stuff. Oh, Sheree, you got to fix this. Pay that man. Ask him to be your lead designer and just, I'm tired. I'm tired. You don't want it, girl. Ella said at this point, she should either model or do a collaboration with a major brand, a fitness company. She by Sheree and Target would be great. Yes, you just be the face and Target take over everything. You should do that. You got to be humble. Anyway, let me get out of here. Thank you guys again for joining us. We had a great time.
I had a wonderful time.
We had a great time. Before we get out of here, we would like to announce the winner.
Woo-woo!
I was trying to wait to see if they were popping this live, but I don't think they have. So I'll just put it on the I'll put it in the community section. But Ornella Harris, look out, sis, because as soon as you send me your address, I will be sending you, we will be sending you my mom's book. I decided to laugh,
and along with
a couple of goodies. Thank you to all who participated in the book prize giveaway. We will be doing more stuff, especially as the holidays come up. But thank you, Ornella.
But we're doing 2 more giveaways. 2 more books.
Mom,
We said 3.
no, this is the thing. You have to discuss these things with me before you come on here.
But you said that last time.
But you
told
only came down here with one book.
because that's all I needed.
Girl, okay. So next week we'll pick another winner, and then a week after that we'll pick another. You cannot just pop stuff online.
No, but
like,
you said to the Star family, you told
you
them
said
that,
that, and I just had to anyway. Ornella, you won, sis. You won. Hit me up. Send me your information on Instagram, and this weekend, please send it out so I can ship it out this weekend.
and guess what? You could be a winner next week.
Yes, you can. Well, you know what? What do they have to do, Mom, to get the next book and the next book? You go ahead, because this is your show. You go ahead.
No, you have to.
No. No, you come up with it. You come up with everything else. You come up with it. What do you want them to do?
Get a shirt from She by Sheree.
Oh my God. Guys, all you have to do is make sure you subscribe to NikkiStar TV. Go follow my mom, Mama Star, on TikTok at
Mama MOMMA_star.
And you can follow me, Nikki.Star, on TikTok as well. Please make sure you let us know that you're interested in the book, and also, what is your shirt size? Thank you all who participated. Girl, this was ghetto.
Just like the show.
Yeah, what show? The Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Yeah,
not the girl.
The show can be a little ghetto.
No, it's not. The guest can be a little ghetto. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, guys.
Love you, Star family. See
We
ya.
love you.
Probably see you. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or no, if you watch 90 Day Fiance, I'll see you in like 30 minutes. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness.